Hello and welcome for another Group A matchup. Group A is on fire today. We're going to have Daffy Duck versus Murder Mastodon. Should be a real good one. We've been talking about how these are two of our players that most people are expecting to come out of this group. And so this will determine in what order they would come out. So this is going to be a big decider one. Still not in a lock. They're going to have to beat some more players along the way. But this is going to be one of the bigger key marquee matchups of Group A. What are some of your initial thoughts on this one, Choices?
Well, we saw Murder come into a game earlier tonight, and he wasn't maybe in top form. He was throwing out a lot of damage, but he was ready to trade a lot of damage. Daffy, on the other hand, was playing very, very mechanical and did make some mistakes. If Murder plays that aggressive heavy against Daffy, I'm wondering if Daffy can't use his good defense timing to throw up some big counters. So we'll see if Murder kind of shores up now that he's maybe a little warmed up, or if Daffy's able to minimize those mistakes he made against Math and really turn it around and surprise some people in this group.
Yeah, and we see, looks like Murder might be second-guessing his Arsenal choice. Going back there, ready hand now. We'll get underway. Starting on Palace, our bans were Panorama and Sign. Oh, I didn't draw one of the rare instances. I don't have Bloody Ritual or Scream of Evil or Mephistos. And we'll watch these guys go at it. We see a 4-aura start and a heat with Daffy as he already connects with a Blazing Sword onto Murder. And we see them going toe-to-toe. Looks like Daffy used a healing water after Murder traded back. Murder going up.
Murder does have nature. Definitely a lot more shields there. Daffy on nature as well.
Fire Gehenna comes out. That one does connect onto Daffy.
Daffy starts the cartwheel. Looks like he's trying to get to the bridge, but unfortunately, still in the straightaway. Takes a big 6 damage. Yeah, that actually is pretty helpful, especially if he has another healing water. He could get it back up to blazing real quick.
Vacuum wall. He's going to use that to get rid of the Fire Gehenna. I would have personally wanted as a cartwheeler to try and get rid of the Willow first.
Yep, and here comes the Willow. Double Willow able to come. That last one looks like it should have scooped and hit the ground, but just barely curves up. Daffy now does break Murder's Glacial. Still in trouble. That Willow curves all the way around the escalator. Now he's on a straightaway. Don't know if he's going to be able to get away. Does barely get away from that Willow, but he's stuck on that straightaway. If he does
finally has the fortress, he's going to be able to breathe once again.
Also breaks Murder's Flash Hull. So Murder's going to go back and dig for more defenses. Still, though, Daffy in a tough spot. I mean, not a lot you can do against that Willow. Did have another healing water. So they're actually at about even. But Murder still has plenty of his deck to go. Fakes the Flame Sword. Daffy able to throw up the double fortress.
Yeah, he does catch it there. Daffy is making his way back in it, even in health at +2 damage now.
Murder, though, still plenty of attacks. We see a full hand again. That fortress is going to be hard to get through. Daffy with that +2 can pile on some big damage, and there it is right there.
There we go, vibration. A beautiful manual aimed vibration laser.
Cuts Murder in half.
Oh, and he's going to take him down.
Trade, and that's those big damage trades. Murder's on the wrong end of it.
Yeah, Murder getting a little over eager there, and the damage difference is real as Daffy takes down Murder in game 1 on Palace.
I mean, Daffy did have those healing waters, but that's a nice vibration, and then just good timing with the fortress to stay alive and give himself a chance to trade.
And that'll take us to Highway now, which is a bit of a specialty of Daffy's. He's done very well on Highway matches, taking multiple games off of other high-profile teams in the tag tournament on Highway.
I do want to say, though, of the people who run Highway decks, Murder in the past has had some pretty odd decks. Definitely Sign of Saints and other weird decks that Murder likes to run. Daffy, though, is the one with the yellow, the Enviro, and up to +4 already. I'm not quite sure what he's running either. We do see an accelerate there, though. This Daffy's environmental. He does just place it at his base, though. It's not hung. We'll see if he has any sort of popping things he wants to get going. Murder's the one holding.
He might be using some kind of bravery decision deck with that.
Very possibly. He's going through. He's digging pretty quickly down to 13 skills, 12. Does get rid of his purple. Has 3 attacks now. Murder coming over though. Daffy still doesn't have a shield. It is bravery. Trades a big Excalibur, and again, Murder just not answering the damage. Takes another 4. Or sorry, he is on the other side of that though. Gives another 4, then has the pursuit ready.
Yeah, Daffy
Psycho
trading
Shell.
back, but that's caught by Murder.
Good Fortress by Murder.
Dragon
Good,
Slayer's going to take
Dragon-
away Daffy's
Dragon Slayer
defense
as well.
too.
Murder avoids the
Hyper
cluster,
kick
keeps trying to throw
follows.
this hyper kick. Does hit one, Daffy avoids the other, but he's down, he's got 3 skills left, and I don't see a shield out of him. Good job getting out of, get rid of the hyper kick
Got to
in close
worry if
quarters.
he has another
Still in
Excalibur
trouble.
there. Railgun avoided.
Trying to get railguns on the straightaway. Murder throwing hyper kicks. We see a cartwheel. Can't quite get the timing to cartwheel twice. Takes 2 hyper kicks and another pursuit. 1 more hyper kick will end it, and there it is right there.
Yeah.
Murder coming back with the vengeance. Not changing the super aggressive style, but still able to take highway there.
That'll move us on to City, which is a map that cartwheelers tend to not be as comfortable on, and I think this might be a weak spot for Daffy. I think this is going to be Murder with the momentum taking City, and then we'll have to see what happens as we move on to Refinery.
Yeah. Cartwheelers are just, good salt of the earth folks. We like the down home country living.
Oh, I got it.
It is very late for me, folks, who
Oh.
are going to watch this like 2 days from now and think that I'm just a crazy individual. You're not wrong. I just want you to know the context. So we are going into City. We're tied up 1-1. Murder still not showing completely characteristic play style, just being super aggressive. Hurt him on the helped him in the first match or first set. Hurt him on Palace, and just did well for him on Highway.
I still haven't moved past that bad punt. Oh my goodness, we saw massive damage from Daffy onto Murder. Was that Spore Schism that hit? Or Psycho Spear? Psycho Spear, I'm
didn't
assuming,
see it.
because we see the gravity.
We did see
press.
another grab press go down. Murder does have the anti-cartwheel attack. Willow. Daffy does good dodge on the first one. The second
Tiger
one
Strength Willow is
follows.
going to be hard for him. to
Tiger
deal
Willow
with.
is another 5. Daffy doesn't
Daffy's
really
just
have
gonna
anything.
dive off the
Falls
map.
off or jumps.
Just
Fortunately, his
3
spawn
aura.
is right there. It doesn't have any shields to deal with.
Yeah. Out
Slow
in the
to pick
open
up the
against
aura,
the
but
Tiger
takes
Strength
another
Willow,
5 damage.
this might be good night Daffy.
He doesn't have enough to spam Willow, though. Yeah, if Daffy does what he just did right there,
Yeah, continues to make
slows
some
down
good
for a
dodges
second, gets
now.
the tempo. So long as he keeps that distance, Murder does try to keep jumping.
Oh, he does
the crazy
hit with
angle
that, but
eats
that
a big
Willow
Psycho Spear.
doesn't come back around. Very close. But
Big
Daffy
Psycho
is
Spear
in
puts
striking
Murder-
range. All he needs is one more attack.
Fortunately, he doesn't have any attacks.
Daffy decides to take the
Interesting,
fall
he does-
damage once more.
That might have been the right call. Murder, though, does throw the fire.
Oh, gets him with the fire
Gets him while
Gehenna.
he's hovering in the air, avoids the gravity press.
But what a close
Another
game
crazy-
health-wise.
Fast and furious match, just trading damage.
Yeah, these guys have
Daffy, though,
come out
unfortunately,
swinging.
not able to get enough shields or attacks, just mostly getting aura. Not able to do enough damage with Murder just throwing those skills. I thought that was a good adjustment, though, to slow it down for a second so he could start avoiding those willows.
Yeah, no, it was very good play. Daffy was definitely in a bad position. I don't know if I liked the gravity presses in there, but he was tearing it up with the Psycho Spears. Very good play. Very good play.
So that is 2-1 for Murder. Still anybody's game, though.
Takes us to Refinery now. Going to be seeing who's more comfortable on this map. It can really depend on the cartwheeler. I've heard some cartwheelers say they're fine with Refinery, but I've heard many others complain that it's tough for them.
I like it. I think there's a lot of places to hide. Not too many straightaways. And there's a lot of quick little shortcuts you can take that make you feel better than a jumper. A lot of gaps that you can make that jumpers can't make, whereas normally they can cut the level in half with gaps. This time it's cartwheelers who can cut the level in half.
The trend continues. Daffy attacks me with Photon Shower. And we're going to see Murder on his way over chasing Daffy. I'm going to try and move in so that when I die I can get a good angle on this.
Murder on nature.
We watch Daffy now.
Does have Opti.
Running back to base. Looks like Murder's giving up that chase for a minute. Photon
Maybe he was also
Shower
chasing Dragon. Still hasn't hit with it.
Yeah, still an interesting decision. I'm still not sure if I want to call it bad. Just like last time when he used it.
Man, it's not making Poor Choices Poor Choice highlight reel, but it's not getting commendable applause either.
Ooh, vacuum wall.
Good defense. A Murder. Finally seeing some defense.
I believe that was an erase shell.
Daffy takes the attack with an erase shell. Yep. Good manual on the bullet of fire.
Yeah, and then he gets interrupted there by the damage from that little railing. Looks like it's a laser shell this time. That
Laser shell, because it doesn't take it. Yeah. Well, Murder still has his bullet of fire.
Well, I think he
And
used
Daffy
an
was
erase
able to
shell,
spam
and then he
it.
picked up a laser shell after he took the damage. But I could be
Yeah, very
completely
possibly.
wrong.
Oh, he does have 2 shields. I mean, he could be flipping back and forth as well. Kind of make it hard to tell which one when he's using what.
Vacuum wall takes
wall on
another
Murder.
attack.
Good timing. Murder kind of slowing down the tempo. Good manual aim by Daffy right there, though. Murder cannot answer with vacuum. Another good manual. Daffy just getting these short-range manuals. Gets faked into block. Another manual. Murder chasing with his sword gets around Daffy's shield, but both still at even health.
Yeah, Daffy continuing to block pretty effectively. Manual aims. Oh, he does take a tumble off the
big
map,
lightning
and he's going to
sword.
lose a shield to that as well.
Murder's still right there. Just needs one more shield or one more hit to win.
Oh, and he just barely blocks.
Daffy goes for the crazy close range manual aim. Murder swings the sword, but Daffy very good at timing his defense. Finally takes the manual. Daffy out of attacks.
Probably a relearn in hand, I'm going to guess. But he doesn't have the
not
space
a lot of space to use anything. Good blocks still. He does get it.
Gets the lightning sword
vibration.
now.
Murder looks like he's finally backing up, going back to base. Daffy's got some time to dig, picks up another attack. Still very close game.
Looks like, yep, there.
See the vibration.
It's not a bad decision right there. Just break it and get it done with. But Murder's already got another
finally
shield.
Breaks. Daffy does still have that vibration laser, though. Is, again, pretty low in his deck, though.
Yeah. We haven't seen any faith out of Murder, so I don't think I would worry about the capsule popping. I think, you know, the call is burn through, find your next move. Try and use it. We haven't yet seen what Murder's new defense is. It's going to be a big deal, whichever it is.
I mean, if it's an erase, I mean, he's got another shield as well. If it's an eraser or glacial, he's in a really good spot.
Oh,
reflect mirror
is
out
good.
of Daffy.
Daffy takes a tumble.
Does still take damage
from the second one.
And after taking the damage, takes the fall.
Does not manage to block or dodge the second one, and he'll take a tumble. Again, the little moves there have cost Daffy in big ways. He puts up a really good fight, almost takes the match on City, takes a match on Palace, but Murder Mastodon, again, as it's very similar to when he played Mr. Math, a very experienced player, and I feel like the experience showed through in this series.
Overall, very good match. I mean, up that last bullet of fire, if he catches it with the reflect mirror dodges the other one, he's at 4-5 with those manual lasers. But yeah, just a few mistakes here or there could definitely flip the game, and Murder able to capitalize on those and take the win.
Yeah, very good play from Murder Mastodon, showing why he's still one of the best, and we'll be looking forward to see more of these guys in their group. And thanks for tuning in. We will likely have even more coverage tonight.